Welcome. Today we're going to cover how to properly clean a dryer vent. There are a few things I want to talk about before we start, and as always, safety being number one. So check the manufacturer of your dryer. In this case, we're looking at Whirlpool product. You can go to the Whirlpool website, put in the model number or serial number of the individual machine, and it'll tell you how to properly and safely maintain the unit. Always check with the website. Other than that, be sure to wear safety glasses and unplug the unit first and foremost. Now, there'll be a few tools that we'll need today, but very few. This is something you can do yourself. You'll need an ordinary household flashlight. You'll need a pair of pliers. You may need a regular or a Phillips head screwdriver. You'll need a long-handled brush and preferably an industrial strength shop vac. Now, to begin, first thing you want to do is identify why this may need to happen. Well, fire would be the most important reason to annually have this checked. There are some telltale signs that the dryer vent may be clogged. That could be the loads aren't getting as dry as they used to be. They're not drying thoroughly. You have to do extra cycles. Sometimes you can open the door, you'll see a gasket. If there's lint buildup along this gasket, it's not finding its way out. Always clean the lint trap between each load. You can use your old dryer sheets. They cause the lint to stick to it and can easily be thrown away. Then you want to inspect the inside of you want to look inside again now, grabbing your flashlight. You want to inspect inside here, and you're looking for excess buildup. If you can see in there, there's quite a bit in there. So what we're going to want to do is take our brush and clean. What you're doing is you're loosening up the particles. Obviously, you're going to have to deal with that with the vacuum later, but the first thing you need to do is clean it out. You can see there's quite a bit of dust in there and some pretty large clumps. All of this is combustible material. Now, our next step. Now that we've taken the brush and we've loosened that all up, I just attach the vacuum with this attachment, and off we go. Pretty much that simple, and we'll set this aside. Now, we can return this to its proper location and consider that step done. Now, there are two types of dryers. There are electric dryers and there are gas dryers. In the Chicagoland area, we've been attached to gas for many, many years, and as you can see right here, this is a gas line. It's extremely important to be careful that when you're sliding machine in or out, that you're not kinking or pulling tight this gas line. That could be dangerous. What we're after is the exhaust vent here. And this is a metal vent versus those coil snake ones. Those are the ones that cause the most problem. And those are the ones that are more likely to catch fire. So we're going to slide this out carefully so we can access this at the bottom. Now, there's a couple of things that we've found now that we've slid this out of our way. If you look up here, you'll see that duct tape has been used at some point in the process, as well as this product, which is a product called FlexFit, and it's UL approved for this type of use. The duct tape really is not. This will work much better. There was no, and you'd use this on the joints where these pieces of metal come together to keep them airtight so airflow is ejected from the house. And when that isn't used, right here I can pull out and show you more particulate matter because no tape was put on this joint for some reason. So there's a few issues going on. Now, over here, as soon as we slid this out, this pipe fell right out. It's supposed to be secured to the machine. So that's something else that's going to need to be addressed in this particular application. I've never quite seen that before, but you never know what you're going to find. That's the beauty of it. Welcome back. Through the magic of technology, you can see that I've changed places with Carl, my competent handyman and helper and son. And we had to switch because there's some things going on here, and I'm just going to point. Down here is where that vent used to connect, and I said it slid right off. You can see all of this dust here. Look, it's all just coming, it's all the way up here. And the floor is a particular concern to me because old dryer sheets have gotten back here, somebody just left duct tape, and all of this dust on the floor, it's all combustible material. And this area needs to be cleaned thoroughly. So we're going to clean this area, and we're going to get right back to cleaning this duct. Welcome back. We have, as you can see, cleaned the floor, and there's kind of left this as a demonstration. I mean, that's all combustible material. It was all on the floor. It was all beneath the heating component, the heating element of this machine, and surely presents a hazard, as you can see. This is why this needs to be done. The more people that live in your house, the more people that use the dryer and the wash machine, the more you really need to just maintain these machines, and at minimum, make sure that you're keeping these combustible materials away from here. Now, I've taken out one of these screws. They come out very simply. It's a piece of cake. And that loosened this duct piece from that duct piece, and, well, look at what happens here. We've got even more combustible material. Let's see if we can get a shot inside. Going directly out this wall and outside. What we're going to do is we're going to get the vacuum here, and we're going to reverse the vacuum to blow any material that might be sitting in that length of pipe outside. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we were wondering, if you were wondering why the Consumer Product Safety Commission has an alert out about this. Carl, why don't you bring the camera over here, and we'll show where we just took this vent down. And I'm going to get that flashlight in there, and Carl's going to get the right shot, because you really need to see inside of there and how much material, combustible material again, is I mean, it's just clogged. And this is just ruining the efficiency. So this all needs to be vacuumed out and cleaned out with this brush, which we're going to do, and then we'll get back to you and we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Welcome back. It's turned into a bit more of a process here with this one, but you can see over here that is well worth the effort. We had to disassemble these pipes, which again, you just need the screwdrivers or the wrenches to do, but you can see this is the third time that I've run that brush through, and you can see how much combustible material is coming out of this. So we'll be back in a moment once this process is complete. Welcome back. We finished cleaning out the vent. Carl will be showing you that while I take the vacuum, put it on exhaust, and blow out any material that's in the upper vent so it doesn't have to be taken down. So Carl, why don't you walk over, grab the flashlight there, and show them how nice and clean the vent is now.